Okay, so now that we've talked about how you can weave in the journey mapping methodology into the sales conversation and where you might have an opportunity to do that, let's talk about what happens after that. So, what are some of the next steps you can take using this methodology with the client? What expectations can you set with them about how you can use this methodology together to then map some target journeys? So, one of the nice things about this tool and this methodology is that you now have a tool that you can use to collaborate on with the client. So you have the opportunity to set up as a next step a journey mapping session where you can bring the methodology, the industry experience, and obviously the knowledge of the solutions. And the brand has the opportunity to now bring to the table their knowledge about the customer journeys, the target journeys that they might like to focus on. And together you can use this tool and this methodology to have a substantial conversation. So it's taken something that I think normally occurs at the purely conceptual level, and it's made it a much more tangible and a much richer conversation. So with that, I am going to hand it back over to Chris.
Thanks, Jen. So just to summarize, what we learned about in the session in this session is where in the sales process we want to introduce the methodology to have the greatest impact and get buy-in from the brand. We talked about how we can incorporate it into the sales deck, the right place to incorporate it, and how it transitions into the sales deck. We also talked about the high-level talk track of how you present journey mapping, the methodology, and each of the steps in the methodology. And then finally, Jen reviewed what are the next steps. What's the ask out of the journey mapping exercise or introduction, and how we move that into doing a custom journey mapping exercise, which happens to be the next Grovo training, custom journey mapping for buy-in. So Jen, thank you very much for sharing your insights with MassMutual with us. I think that it really helps to have a real life example of how it worked. And I think you did a great job doing that. So thank you, everyone, and enjoy journey mapping.
Thank you, Chris.